Alright, today we're going to be cutting out this floor section and working on the inner rocker. Alright, today I'm going to start working on the inner rockers here on the passenger side. As you can see, I got a little bit of rust issues right there in the back, and see the floor pan's a little ate up. And you can see where people's patched it before, and there's some more rust holes there. I got a full floor pan I'm going to put in this thing, but before I do that, I need to replace the inner rockers. They're pretty ate up bad on the back side. The braces underneath the floor are ate up, and like I said, all that's going to be all together on that one-piece pan there. And what I have here, this piece right here on the bottom, that's actually the reinforcement. This is the reinforcement that goes inside of the rocker. I'm going to replace that because it's all ate up. And then there's your inner rocker piece that goes in there. And you can see I've already kind of patched up a little bit on the outside and fixed that lip right there. And if you get underneath here, you can take a look. You can see just how bad it is. You can see where that inner brace is ate up pretty good, and the inner rocker's ate up pretty good. So, like I said, we're going to install those two pieces that you just saw. And first we're going to start off with the inner brace. Alright, to start, I'm going to cut part of this floor section out so I can get to the inner rockers. As you can see, I got part of the floor cut out here. I was trying to make a video of it, and my camera shut off for some reason, so I didn't get too much footage there. But anyway, here you got a little better view, and you can see what the bracing inside the rocker and the inner rocker looks like. You can see it's ate up pretty good. And here's the section of the floor that I cut out. You can see, take a look at these braces, they were ate up pretty good. They just kind of fell off of the floor pan once I got it cut out. So, and there's the end of one of the braces, the floor braces. That's actually the, I believe, the seat brace. But yeah, you can see that's pretty bad, and most of the floor on the sides is in that condition. So I'm gonna get some more of this cut out. Alright, so I got all the remnants of the inner brace cut out of there, and I got this new brace piece sitting in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and treat it behind this before I do anything else. Alright, so I've got this thing treated, and now what I'm going to do is go in here and kind of grind out my little areas where I'm going to do my welding. I'm actually going to leave this one little piece of brace in there just because it's kind of holding everything in the right spot, and that's the only guide I have to go by. Alright, so I got all my marks laid out where I want to put my welds. So the next thing I'll do is I'll pull this brace back out, and I'll scuff these little areas where these lines are, and that's where I'll put my welds. Alright, I got all my areas that I'm going to weld in scuffed up, and I'm just double checking to make sure everything's aligned where I want to put it. I'm going to have to build a brace from this point down here in the back. I'll do that probably after I weld this main piece in here. And yeah, now I got to do a little bit of work up here up front. But I'm going to go ahead and get this center piece in before I do any of that other stuff. Alright, so I got this brace welded in. And next thing I think I'm going to do, I'm going to test fit the inner rocker and try to get it located in the right spot. Alright, so I got the inner rocker in, and I think I got it about lined up where I want it, where it should be. Just testing the height and make sure it's going to line up with the floor pan. And I still got to do some welding back there, but I think I got it right about where I need it to be. I'm probably gonna have to trim out a few of these little areas. Probably do some butt welding up here, and I got to figure out what I'm gonna do right here on this transition part coming down, because that's all ate up. So as you can see, it does overlap a little bit, or hang down, I should say. Pretty much from the factory, some of the pieces I cut out, it had that same amount of overhang on it. I don't know if I'm going to end up trimming that or what, but it might just be okay the way it is. Alright, so here's a couple patch panels that I made for the inner wheel well here in the back. Now, they don't actually sell these, so you have to make them. So I got these about set where I want them, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and weld them in there. Alright, so I got this piece, this brace piece back here in the back welded in and filled in some of the area. So it's getting there. And also I've welded in these wheel well pieces back here that I made. Looks like it's going to turn out pretty good there. I'm going to have to do some filler work and put some undercoating over it. But what I'm going to do next is going to probably go ahead and treat this inner rocker panel with some POR 15. Already got a nice coat of primer here on the wheel well area that I had to work on, and got a nice good thick coat of POR 15 over here on the inner brace, and we're going to need to let this dry before I decide to move on to the next step. Alright, so this is what I've gotten done so far. Next time I want to work in the area that's actually the front of the outer rocker that's underneath the front fender. I got to make a patch panel for there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching.